maybe at the paper stage before I see you, for example, is to see something in your CV resume that's jumps out at me. And that might be volunteer work. That might be, as we talked about, having already being a member of the Insurance Institute and you may have only taken one course, but it's the little things that set you apart from the masses that I would look for. Obviously, and then when I see you, I'll be honest with you, the personality probably accounts for 60% of what I would decide, in my opinion. If somebody said, who would you pick? It'd be the personality any day. We can train people, you know, but we have to have the right people in the right jobs. And but I am impressed by, you know, you have to be a people person. I mean, I love people, and if I say so, I'm pretty good at reading people, and you know, that's what I'm looking for before I'm looking at. I've already looked at the resume, and that's cool. And there's probably 10 others that are very similar, or 100 others. But nevertheless, I want to see that person. I want to see, boy, that person sticks out to me. You know, I think there's something in here that's going to work.
So more of those sort of softer skills in terms of being able to read people, the communication skills, the in the moment problem solving, being able to handle that crisis moment.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you know, and it doesn't even have to be all of them, but you know, with the right attitude, and I'm sure you all have the right attitude, but you got to convey it to me or Mario or whoever, you know.
Yeah,
and you got to figure that out yourself.
I think genuine approach is really what you're touching on too, right? It's being authentic yourself in an interview situation or even in a networking situation. It's important that people get a window not just to the prepared individual that we all want you to be, but also the true individual needs to come out a little bit in the course of that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
that's great. Drew, your thoughts on sort of what could set a candidate apart?
I think a big thing now for a lot of companies is when you come to the interviews, don't just know what the company does. Know who the company is. And what I mean by that is try to get an understanding of what their culture is. There's a lot of social media sites out there now. There's LinkedIn, there's you name it. There's ways to connect with people at any given company. And you can just send them an email note. People typically like to talk about what they do. The four of us are up here today talking about what we do. And when people ask us questions about what we do, we tend to get engaged in the responses.